Look at this plain, simple glass of water. We literally drink it every single day just to survive, right? But it's so incredibly ordinary, you've probably never given it a second thought. Well, today, in this explainer, we're going to use this totally mundane object to completely flip our perspective on value, cost, and gratitude. We're asking one deeply profound question. What's the true price of this blessing?
I mean, if I asked you what a bottle of water costs right now, the answer's pretty straightforward. You stroll into a brightly lit convenience store, grab a plastic bottle out of the fridge, walk up to the counter and hand over, say, 5 lira, or whatever loose change is in your pocket. You tap your card, grab your receipt, and boom, the transaction is done. The water's all yours. It's fast, it's efficient, and honestly, it's entirely unremarkable.
But let's just hit pause for a second. Let's really zoom out here. I want to challenge you with a bit of a thought experiment. Is that really it? Is the real price actually just the money you hand over at the cash register? Like, does that tiny piece of metal or that little digital beep on a card reader genuinely cover the existential cost of something that literally keeps you alive? If we peel back the layers just a bit, we might actually realize that this whole cash register transaction is a massive illusion blinding us to what's really going on.
Part 1. The King's Gift and the Servant.
To really wrap our heads around this true price, we need a story. Imagine a magnificent, incredibly wealthy king who decides out of nowhere to send you a priceless, rare gift, and he sends it through one of his royal servants. So the servant knocks on your door, hands you this absolutely breathtaking treasure, and what do? Imagine if you fell to your knees, thanked the servant profusely, tipped him every cent you had, and just praised him for his amazing generosity, while completely and utterly ignoring the king who actually picked out, paid for, and sent the gift in the first place. That's totally absurd, right? You'd never do that. It makes zero sense.
But let's actually connect that parable to our daily reality. Think about your breakfast today, or that bottle of water we just talked about. We pay the cashier, we're super grateful to the truck drivers who brought the goods to the store. We might even mentally send a thank you to the farmers who grew the crops. But here's the thing, they are all just the servants delivering the gift. Yet we routinely, almost systematically forget the ultimate creator, the true owner who engineered the water, the soil, and the seeds from day one. So if your cash just pays the servant, what does the true owner actually want from us? What's the real price?
Which brings us to part 2. The true price in 3 steps.
The actual currency we're expected to pay for these cosmic blessings isn't money. It's paid in 3 specific, sequential steps. Number 1, zikr, which is remembrance. Number 2, fikr, deep reflection. And number 3, shukr, profound gratitude. And these aren't just empty buzzwords. They represent a complete cognitive shift in how we interact with the physical world. Let's break down exactly how this works.
So step 1 is zikr, or remembrance. In this framework, it basically means kicking off your consumption by saying Bismillah, which translates to in the name of God. The psychology behind this is actually super fascinating. It's not just a quick ritual phrase. It's an active, conscious acknowledgement that the thing in your hand isn't just ownerless. It didn't just randomly pop into existence out of nowhere purely for your convenience. You're receiving it in the name of the one who actually provided it. It totally sets the stage for everything that comes next.
Now, once you've acknowledged the source, you move into the second, and honestly, probably the most transformative step, fikr, reflection. This is where the real storytelling of reality happens. Fikr demands that we stop being passive, mindless consumers and start being active observers. It asks us to look at the object, like that simple glass of water, with a real sense of wonder and deeply contemplate where it actually came from.
I mean, think about the epic, almost cosmic journey of a single drop of water in that glass. It didn't magically start at the supermarket. That water evaporated from some massive, roaring ocean, floated miles up in the sky in a majestic cloud, got carried by atmospheric winds across entire continents, and rained down onto some distant mountain peak. Then it filtered through layers of ancient rock and soil, gathering minerals along the way, bubbled up in a hidden spring, and was carefully routed through this incredibly complex infrastructure right into your city, and finally, into your hands. When you really sit and think about it, it's a literal miracle of logistics in nature. It's definitely not just some random, valueless thing you happen to find.
And it's definitely not just water, either. Think about a pomegranate. Have you ever actually stopped and looked closely at a pomegranate seed? The way it glistens like a perfectly cut ruby? The exact, perfectly engineered balance of that sweet and tart taste? Or what about the mesmerizing, almost mathematical order of how hundreds of those fragile little seeds are packed inside that tough, leathery skin?
When you really examine the color, the taste, and the wild internal architecture of a pomegranate, you realize you're looking at an absolute masterpiece of design. That sudden realization, that feeling of awe, that is fikre.
Which naturally leads us right into the final step of the transaction, shukur, or gratitude. After you've remembered the source and after you've deeply reflected on the astonishing journey and design of the blessing, you finally consume it. And at the very end, you pay the final installment by saying Alhamdulillah, expressing ultimate praise and thanks to the Creator. You've officially closed the loop.
But here's the absolute most crucial point. Shukr is not just verbal. It is highly, highly behavioral. If you truly feel that gratitude, it physically alters how you act. Genuine gratitude means you don't just leave the tap running and waste that miraculous water we just talked about. It means you never look down on a simple, humble meal or just throw away perfectly good food. It means using the resources, the energy, and the health you've been given in a responsible, righteous way. Because honestly, your actions are the absolute loudest form of gratitude.
Part 3. Gratitude in daily life.
So how do we actually take this epic story of the king's gift and apply it to, say, a busy Tuesday afternoon? Well, I'm going to issue a direct challenge right now. Yes, to you watching this. The very next time you drink a glass of water, maybe literally right after this explainer is over, I want you to apply these exact 3 steps. First, pause and say Bismillah, remembering it's a provided gift. Second, take just 5 seconds to visualize that water's wild journey from the clouds to your glass. And third, right after you drink it, say Alhamdulillah. Seriously, try it just once. You're going to be amazed at how it completely transforms a totally mundane experience into this incredible moment of profound peace and connection.
If we take away just one powerful truth from this whole deep dive, let it be this: the true price of a blessing is not money. Money is literally just the logistical tip we leave for the servant. The actual, existential price tag of the things that keep us alive and bring us joy is awareness, deep thought, and genuine gratitude. And when you finally start paying with that currency, the illusion of the price tag just drops away and the world becomes a wildly richer place.
So I want to leave you with one final lingering thought. We've talked a lot about water today, but just look around you right now. Your health, your sight, the literal air in your lungs, the incredible technology that's connecting us at this very second. Ask yourself honestly, which everyday miracle, which absolutely incredible blessing do you use the most, but have become entirely blind to? Find it, and starting today, try paying its true price. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.